Hi there folks, Shane Dennis from First National Real Estate here again with my co-host Luke Bantoft. We are here again once more to bring you our weekly wrap-up of the goings-on in the real estate market here in Cairns. And today, Luke, we are...
in the boardroom today, Shane. The weather today is absolutely miserable.
It is.
So I decided to keep dry and do it from our little homely office here in HQ today, Shane. So we're in the boardroom.
Yes, very good. So as usual, we'll bring you a mix of our hot new properties and then a little bit of information that'll back up what we were talking about last week with the investment market starting to heat up. And we've got some numbers here which will back up exactly what we were saying. So Luke, your first property?
Okay, hot property of the week we've got coming up. Next week is 14 Sarissa Close in Moorabool. This two-storey home is an opportunity for you to turn that ugly duckling into a beautiful swan. It does need some work, but fantastic bones. 14 Sarissa Close in Moorabool, coming to market next week at $379,000, two-storey, upstairs and downstairs living area, ready to go. So be quick. First open will be next Saturday. Just keep an eye out. We'll keep you up to date with that one, Shane.
Sounds good. You're pretty good at finding these hidden gems.
I am, hey.
So right, my hot new property of the week is a cracker. It's 134 to 148 in Stanton Road in Smithfield. This is a 2 1/4 acre rainforest block. It's an elevated block. It's got an original 1980s home built onto the side of the hill. It's actually in two sections with a covered walkway in the middle. It's been lovingly maintained by the original owners, but does need some upgrading. In perfect condition, just dated, but absolutely stunning rainforest block. And you can subdivide it, you can build sheds, you can do whatever you want on it, subject to council approval, of course. And that's coming on the market at mid-600s. So the first open home will be Saturday next week. So keep your eye on that on realestate.com and Domain, because that will be a hot property, that particular one.
Okay, and what are you going to open this weekend, Shane?
Tomorrow, we've got 29 Paluma Street in Mount Sheridan. Now, we had this on the market 2.5 months ago, can you believe? And it's been under contract that whole time. And unfortunately, on Monday, we found out that the buyers couldn't get their finance, so the owner has pulled the contract. It's back on the market, and she wants it sold tomorrow. So it's on the market at $355,000 for a 3-bed, 1-bath with a swimming pool on 700 square meters. Got a nice bathroom, nice kitchen, big living area, and side access for your car or your boat as well. So make sure you come and see this one. If you're in the market under $400,000, then this property should be high on your list to see.
And don't forget too, I do have 22 Marty Street, Bayview Heights, open tomorrow from 10:30 to 11. Fantastic city views from this property. 4-bed, 2-bath, 4-car with a massive 2-bay shed, plus pool, on the market at $529,000. Come and check it out. Blue chip position. You cannot go wrong. 10 minutes from the city as well.
Sounds great.
10:30 to 11. I'll see you tomorrow.
Excellent. All right, now some facts and figures. Now, I'm not sure if you can see this very well, but we talked about last week the investment market starting to heat up. We've got investment buyers coming back in, and where we see ourselves in the bell curve of capital growth is we're just starting to come up that slope now into some good solid sales happening, and eventually that will translate into some capital growth.
Absolutely.
So we look at reports from a guy called the Propertyologist, or Propertyology Reports, and he's put up some interesting numbers that we can see here. And the total population in Australia, if you can see that, in Melbourne and Sydney, there's 10.5 million people in Melbourne and Sydney alone, and 15.1 million in the rest of Australia. Now, if you look at the available dwellings that are currently available for rent, Melbourne and Sydney has 53,000 properties currently available for rent, and the whole of the rest of Australia only has 19,000 properties for 15.1 million people.
What does that tell you?
So what does that tell you exactly, Luke?
The regional areas are the place to be.
Regional areas are hot at the moment. So if you're looking to buy an investment property, look at the regional areas, because that's where you're going to get your growth, your demand, your rental increases are going to keep going along as well. And you're going to get a great return from your properties there. Whereas Sydney and Melbourne, it's very likely that you'll actually start losing money on your rental income.
All right.
So that's the basic facts and figures that you need on top of what we were talking about with with our man Nick last week, that if you're in the market for an investment property, then make sure you do it and get in while the market is just starting to come good, and then that should be a springboard into some good capital growth for you in the future.
And look, our rental vacancy rate still remains unchanged at 0.5% in Cairns.
There you go. So a vacancy rate of less than 1% in Cairns means that there is no let up. It's been that way for 6 months now.
At least.
There is no let up in that vacancy rate, and nothing foreseeable in the future that's actually going to change that. So if you're in the market, now is a great time to buy an investment property here in Cairns.
Absolutely, Shay. Could not agree with you more, mate.
Perfect. All right.
Alrighty. Well, everybody enjoy your weekend, and we'll come back to you with next week's special wrap up for the Cairns market.
Perfect. See you then.
Have a great weekend.